What's up YouTube, Cardi from T21 here, welcome back to Napoleon Total War French Empire campaign. Anyway, so we got a giant army here. I did do a D-Day. We're trying to do a pincer. This was the army outside of London that was helping fight off some rebel troops, and we got intercepted by the Danes. So they have a general, they got a bunch of light dragoons. I got a bunch of lancers, which can usually counter these light dragoons, especially the experience upgrades. Do you have a lot of line? I have a decent amount of line with some experience. This unit's a very good unit, actually. They have 46 accuracy compared to 44. So they also have a lot more cannons than I do. So this will be interesting. I have to use my cavalry strategically to take out their cavalry and still have enough left over to get rid of their cannons. Well, what an interesting light fight. I do have more light infantry than they do. I think they only have 1 Jaegers. So let's go to the battle map and I'll see you there. Well, I went on the battle map. Anyway, we do have a bunch of enemies in front of us as expected. So we've got a heavily wooded area here. They have some cavalry on the far right flank. I don't see their artillery. I see they have 2 pieces. They must have a bunch of their artillery on this flank. Then in the hidden in the trees right now. So my main cavalry goal is to overwhelm this flank and take out what cannons I can see, while my infantry and my light infantry screen. And I definitely... Now, it's kind of... On this terrain, it's hard to use your cannons, you know. I mean, it's heavily wooded. It's not a great artillery map. Anyway, let's grab my light infantry. There are 2 French light infantry units. There are the Voltigeurs and the Chasseurs. The Voltigeurs are better because they're true light infantry compared to the Chasseurs, which are just hunters. So these guys have more men and less accuracy, while the Voltigeurs have more accuracy and less men. Does that make sense? And also, well, the morale is the same there. So standard Voltigeurs are better. They're more elite. It's kind of like the Prussian Fusiliers against the Jaegers for the Germans there. Okay, I think we're going to start this battle up. What did I say? I just see the Jaegers. Yeah, there's where all their artillery was. Looks like they're actually withdrawing, believe it or not. I mean, we don't have a repeat of the last battle, do we? I don't think we do. Anyway, my cavalry is all nice and lined up right behind our primary. Enemy's primary targets are the artillery there. Just gonna run our general in the woods. I'm hoping that with our screen in the woods, that we want to definitely be fighting in the woods. We don't want to come out on this open plain and give them some wood cover. Ah, dang, looks like we got Jaegers on this flank, which do heavily outrange my skirmishers, which means I have to pull 1 cavalry unit away from that flank and shift them over there. Anyway, let's go take out their cannons before the enemy has a bright idea. Anyway, I'm not heavily being outflanked, but I'm being outflanked on this side. And I'm not sure if that really counts as wood cover. But what I need to do on this flank now is turn it. If I can turn this flank, I'll start outflanking them while this flank is actually getting hammered by these, gotta get rid of those Jaegers quick. Looks like we have a massive charge into the light infantry. Now, one thing that the light infantry is great for is absorbing charges, while the men behind them just mow down the cavalry in front of them. So, they're good at that. But I've also got my own cavalry getting involved here. We're gonna cease our artillery fire, well, not temporarily, but we're definitely gonna drive off these Jaegers. You know, also thinner lines might help my men. So my cavalry was victorious, not too surprising considering we had better quality. I'm gonna pull these guys back a little bit and increase the flankage on this side, if that makes sense. You know, they're doing a bayonet charge. Seems like the computer's getting more and more desperate. I'm not managing my light infantry better. I should have had them on skirmish mode or something to pull them out. These guys form a square. Pretty much I need to activate my cavalry now and try to outflank these guys because their cavalry's having a field day. My right flank is very weak. I just have one Lancer unit which just took out that cavalry. Anyway, I'm gonna hit these guys in a massive a flank charge here. I'm not too worried about their cannons who are unlimbered at the moment. I'm not missing anyway, am I? You can press hold spacebar to see where units are, by the way, if they're in woods and you have to zoom in to kind of see. Anyway, my glorious flank charge here is going to hopefully rout these light horse dragoons just as the huge cavalry horde comes in. Right into the backs of all these, actually doesn't look like there's a lot of men here. Yes, this is where a lot of the troops are. Yeah, that would suck. You're stuck between a Frenchman and a bayonet and a Lancer behind you. I remember, oh, I actually was able to avoid the squares here. I remember doing these line battles for, what game was that? Mountain Warblade? Mountain Warband, not Warblade. And I just remember having a lot of fun with that, but times change. You get bored of playing the same game over and over. One thing I think that's nice about my channel is I rotate around the Total War, so I don't become too bored of a Total War. That makes sense, right? You don't become too bored of a Total War that way if you're rotating through them. So let's say I've just done a long medieval campaign, I'm a little tired of that, so I switched to Napoleon or something, which I haven't played in a couple months. Oh, we're just running over some of these guys. Our main goal is to pretty much stop the artillery threat completely. Now that we don't have a lot of troops here, we can start flanking them more and start putting them in almost a box. 3 men left. Damn, these Danes fight to the death. Now, I mean, we were able to use the cavalry was a critical component of this army. So let's take a lot less casualties with the cavalry. Is there a general running away? Yeah, run back, coward. That's what my general did. Where is my general anyway? Look, he's in the woods taking a little bit of fire. So everyone's shattered as they rout. We charge into them. So they don't have any forces. As you can see on the mini map here, I did do a U to surround the. It actually almost looks like what Hannibal did with his formation, where he slowly the Romans got pushed into the center and he surrounded them on the flanks, and the cavalry hits them in the rear. Anyway, I'll see you on the campaign map with the results. It was a heroic victory. Okay, so I still lost a decent amount of men, mostly from these 2 squads, though. Let's see if my artillery did anything. Okay, 16 and 17, a little respectable, but Voltigeurs did very well. My Lancers did well. Who really exceeded? These Lancers did a lot. They killed 119 men. Some Fusiliers, more Lancers, a lot of Fusiliers. My Chasseurs did really well. They killed 78 men. They got the charged, I think. Anyway, we're a little tattered. It looks like Denmark's going to try to steal some technology. Wait a second. This army wasn't from here, was it? I don't want to join against the Papal States just yet, Spain. Better watch your tongue, Spain, because I'm coming for you. Northern Italy, our spy network has been established. Good. Yeah, they have a bunch of Chasseurs. I'm telling you, cavalry is critical in this game to winning battles. Mike, can I make another general? 7 out of 7. Bummer. Oh yeah, so we're going to attack Copenhagen last time, I believe. I do like showing these battles to the Danes, so I just hold them under siege. They don't have, I like when they attack me. Like, I like starting the assault, but having them finish up. Anyway, they're pretty much just gonna move in and take back Hanover. And occupy, and just have my forces retrain. I feel like I have a bunch of armies. I'm trying to remember where they were. Ah, yes. One army was up here. Who was gonna land, I believe, in Sweden. Yeah, it's about shifting your armies. And then I think this boat after was gonna take some of these guys. 3 turns. I wonder how bad winter attrition will be here. I'm just gonna march in anyway. I'm sure we can retrain in St. Petersburg. We'll see how bad that suffering is of those men. It looks like we have, oh. That's a problem. Naples didn't like that we took out their amigo there. We're gonna get some more cavalry though. We have some Fusiliers here. Interesting stuff. What's this guy doing? Just hanging out in the woods? Wait a second. Were these guys grouping up? Because we got cavalry and cannons here. Yeah, that's when you know you're running a successful campaign. A successful campaign is when you just because I don't have any experience. It's when you have too many armies and you can afford all of them and you have a ton of money. I don't want to attack Manenberg just yet. Look at Oldenburg. Tons of men there. Just a bunch of land there though. Yeah, we've conquered quite a lot, to be honest. Let's end a turn and see how bad our winter attrition is. Actually, these guys are going to attack us. Good, we'll show another battle for with the Danes for Copenhagen, their capital of Denmark. I'll see you there. Welcome to the battle map. Now, this is not the army I'm worried about. The army I'm worried about is reinforcing them. Now, I'm not sure from what direction. So here's what I'm going to do. Put my veteran artillery on the right. There's some strategy involved with this, you know. Veteran artillery on the right. His artillery on the left. General in the middle. I'm going to advance with some of my infantry and take out these guys with my cavalry. Okay, with some of these guys. I'm going to have my Polish Legion in reserve. Look how cool these guys are. Sweet. Sweet units indeed. And we're going to see where these reinforcements are coming from. Behind us? Okay. I will do slow-mo. Enemy reinforcements to the south are going to pull up with the cannons. We're going to immediately shift over our Polish Legion and some of our guard troops. That's not a good angle. Okay, these guys will be here. We'll shift over these guys. They'll provide a flank. Also get some of the light infantry. Anyway, after that, these guys are all going to move up, including the old guard, and cover. I don't need to be that. Cover that area, and the cavalry will meet up over here. Everybody should run. Gotta cover the cannons because their cavalry can charge, which it looks like they're doing. There's a problem. Run, men, run! Wow, look at all these Danes. Shifting in the midst of battle is always fun. Yes, it is. That's what happens. Look at this cavalry assault. Oh, come on. They're just a bunch of light dragoons. I just routed my cannons. I'm gonna pull these guys back. I should have ran my cavalry over here immediately. Once I saw all that. Okay, cavalry, you're gonna go hunt down those Jaegers. They're just running down my line, hitting me with artillery. Okay, move up. We gotta attack and go after these guys. Okay, we got some more poles. What took you guys so long? Okay, these guys are gonna have to run. There. Those guys are decimated. We're still getting massacred by their cannons. Look, they're targeting my old guard. Old guard's getting massacred right here. Nice, they're fighting the grenadiers and my old guard's working. Okay. Look at all this. They have so much damn artillery. I said run, damn it. Okay. They're waiting. They didn't kill. I think they wiped out my artillery section, to be honest, right here. Yep, guys, just charge right up the center. You'll be fine. That's the best way to get in front of the good shot, pretty much. Okay, these guys are dead. Move the line. Light cavalry going in for a charge. Desperate to kill as many. We also have this cavalry here. There's a lot of artillery units. And I will definitely sacrifice both my cavalry units to achieve. I'm killing all the artillery these guys have. And when they're limbered like this, they're easy targets. Can deal with their massive line advantage. Well, we have a lot of line too right now. Go right after those guys. Yeah, two can play the, let's destroy the other person's opponent's great artillery. Right before these guys massively hurt any of my Cheshires. Wow, my cavalry's going crazy on these guys. Okay, one more shatter and you guys will be good. Okay, pull back, Cheshires. Come on, Denmark. Let's spread out, guys. Oh, we just massacred pretty much everybody. Okay. What do you think you're doing, Denmark? You with your fancy fancy red uniforms shooting at me in the flank as I'm paying attention to the massive artillery fight over here. Just gonna let this cavalry go after any routing units. Meanwhile, these guys in the center are doing nothing, but looks like they're focusing primarily on my right flanks them to outflank them there. And our general has been so inspiring. I didn't even bother with these cannons. Not been using my cannons very effectively at all in this, at least in this campaign. Fighting a desperate battle. Tons of men are getting lost and dying. So it's very important we outflank these guys. Whoa. I did not tell you guys to launch grenades in the middle of your assault. A bunch of dummies. Looks like the Danes want to play hand-to-hand combat. That's okay with me. Looks like they really like to play hand-to-hand combat, so gladly fight that. Where are my Cheshires? Looks like their whole line just pretty much broke. Our general is being a man and getting his sword bloody. Take him out. I am not going to allow units. They can rout, but they must shatter before they rout. Wow, those guys just got completely destroyed. Shit of their flanks. Okay, because only like 6 of these guys are firing out of this whole long line. Once again, my Polish troops took a huge beating, I would say. This the last unit's going to try to turn. I probably shouldn't have my general in this charge. But he inspired my men. And once again, another defeat. I did take some severe casualties, but my men are just getting more and more bedded up. I wouldn't call that close, but I'll see you on the campaign map with the results I'm on the part. And here are the results. I lost 700 men, almost 800, and they lost 2,200. So that great army at Copenhagen is pretty much decimated. Can I not? Another battle. Well, I got a decent amount of. They just couldn't wait one turn for my lancers to be created. They have some light infantry. Anyway, I'll see you in the next part where we fight this battle. Car 221. Hope you enjoyed.